Hey kids, it's Kenzie here. We're gonna do a little tutorial on how to make homemade paper. Yeah, so let's get started. A few things that you're gonna need is a blender, a bucket of hot water, your old recycling, a rolling pin, but in my case I didn't have a rolling pin, so I'm just using this can of spray paint, some scissors, sheet pans, I think I said this already, but recycling, and then your most important is a window screen. Now, some of you might not have a window screen. When you're like walking around and you see some like construction, pop your head in there and see if there's any like window screens like in the trash. Or you can use one of these. This is one of those handy dandy grease traps. So this goes on top of like when you're cooking to keep the grease away, but it will also use anything that you can find that is a fine kind of mesh or like screen. Here's my window screen. Nice. Okay, so I think I covered everything. The first thing that you're gonna do is make the pulp. So if like manufacturing, we mass paper. Oh yeah, one more thing. Corrugated cardboard and a towel. Okay, so here it is. So here's the pulp that I'm gonna make. We can put anything else that we're not using aside for now. Basically what I've done is I've taken my recycling and I've cut it up into small strips. And then, so once I've got it in like small strips like that, I make even smaller strips by cutting them to just like 1/2 inch size. So really small, but not like crazy small, not like micro small, just like small enough. So you're gonna put those in your water mixture and like so. And then you're gonna just like let them soak for a minute. So I've been letting mine soak just for the quickness of this tutorial. So I'm letting it soak here. That's cool. I'll mix it all in there. Like any kind of trash works for this, not trash, recycling. Trash, something we shouldn't be making right now. Okay, cool. So, if you do not have, excuse me, if you do not have a blender, please feel free to cut your paper very, very small, even smaller than the inch cubes here. And what you're gonna do is let them soak overnight in hot water, and that's gonna create your pulp. But to speed things up, we're just gonna go ahead and stick our paper mixture here into our blender. Now, no blenders will be harmed in this project if you follow instructions. So don't put too much of the pulp in. We can do this in sections. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put about 1/2 of our paper. So I'm gonna fill up our blender with about 1/2 of our paper, and then the other 1/2 is going to be this hot water mixture. So you'll pour it in there. Nice. And now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna simply blend it. I like the pulse to start. Seems as though I don't have it on correctly, but I'm just gonna don't put your hands in a blender while it's running. There's a word of advice. Might have put a little bit too much paper, so I'll just take some of that out, put it into our mixture, because we'll get to that. Okay, cool, so blending. Blending. Grinding. into like this murky, pulpy goodness. Cool. So now I have, here, I'll show it. It's like this weird, actually, let's just take this whole thing over to you. It's like this weird, like, pulpy mixture. This is what we're going for. This, like, goofiness. Yeah, that's the pulp that we're looking for. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna take my blender, my pulp. I'm gonna just clear off a little bit of space here, put my other batch of paper pulp down there. I'm gonna pull out my my screen and my sheet pan. And you want a sheet pan with like a little bit of like an edge so that it catches the extra water. So you're gonna simply take your screen, stick it on top of your sheet pan, and you're gonna simply pour your pulp onto the screen. Nice. Get all of it, get all that good stuff out. Cool. So like now that you've done that, you got a lot of runoff. It's like leaked into the bottom of the sheet pan. What you're gonna do is get your hands a little dirty, and then what we're gonna do is just simply smooth it out. So I'm just taking my hand and smoothing it. We're trying to get to like a somewhat of a flat surface. So another thing is you can always use like a paper, or I mean a picture frame if you want like more precision, like if you want like uniform pieces of paper, but some of you don't have extra of that, so I'm just trying to be as resourceful as possible. So cool. So like now I have done this awesome thing and I've made pulp. So this is our like mixture. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Kind of looks like that. How fun. It's kind of like clay. So I'm just gonna put this side here, and I'm just gonna take the sheet pan full of water. Make sure you're doing this in a kitchen or outside, and I'm gonna take and put the excess water back into our pulp mixture for round 2. So now that I have that, now I'm just gonna like shape it a little bit. I'm gonna make it into a rectangle. Bam. With my hands, and I'm just gonna smush it down. Smushing, smushing. Now it's gonna break apart, but that's okay. We're just gonna smush it. Smush all that water out. Yeah. Cool. So like now I got it smushed. So now I'm just gonna take the excess water again and stick it back into our second batch of pulp. Cool. Now that we've kind of like gotten, I'm gonna just try it one more time. Just get a little, just try to do as much as I can. Okay, so now that like I got as much water with my hands out as possible, we're gonna start using some actual force. So going back to our cardboard here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick it on top, and you're gonna take your rolling pin, but in my case, this spray paint, and you're just gonna roll it. Nice. So I'm rolling it out to try to get all that goodness out, that good pulp water out. And we can always be recycling this water. So it's better to recycle and reuse than to buy something new. So that's cool. So it actually stuck onto my corrugated cardboard. So now I'm done with my screen. So I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna put this and just pour it back, my recycled water back into my recycled pulp water from our second batch. I have these 2 sheet trays. I'll get to those in a minute, but just put those aside. You want to get some flat sheet trays. So cool. So now that we've got our corrugated cardboard and our pulp kind of stuck to it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take another side of cardboard, stick it on top like a pulp sandwich. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your rolling pin, but again, my spray paint. You can also use a can of paint if that is something that you have around. Anything that kind of rolls and you can put pressure on. So we're rolling, we're adding pressure. Yeah, we're just trying to get as much of the water out as possible. So, cool. So now I can feel that it's starting to get kind of it's starting to get dry or less wet, however you want to think of it. Cool. So we have our paper. Our final thing that we're gonna do is take our old towel. Let's take our old towel and stick it on top. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a rolling pin or a spray paint can and roll it on top, trying to soak up as much of that water as you possibly can. Because our next step is one of two steps. So I'll get to that in a minute. But basically, if you look, what we got is like a nice sheet of paper. It's kind of hard to come off. So go like this and just very gently. Everything is time and patience. Just gently pull that off. And you've got your first like sheet of paper. Whoops, it kind of broke a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna fix it. Oops. Take that little scrap of paper, add it to it. I'm just gonna fix that little mess I just made. Simply just like put it back where it was, reshape it a little bit, and then again, roll it. Roll out your paper. I'm gonna do one more round with the corrugated cardboard on top. Again, this is just like time, patience, pressure. This is just practice and patience. Cool. So now I have it nice and flat. So cool. Now I have my paper. My pulp is all smashed out. I got as much water out as possible. I'm gonna take one of my cookie sheet pan, So actually, I'm gonna do it this way, but I'm also gonna tell you another way, but I'm under-resourced, so I'm going to just show you how to do it without having, how to dry your paper without having a clothing iron. So you stick your paper on your sheet tray, and with the help of a parent or a guardian, you turn on the oven to 250 degrees. Once it's nice and hot, you're gonna take your paper, your paper with the sheet tray, you're gonna stick another sheet tray on top of it, and you're gonna stick it in the oven for 10 minutes. Then you're gonna pull it out and you're gonna flip the paper and you're gonna stick it in the oven again for 10 minutes. And then you're gonna pull it out, you're gonna flip it, you're gonna stick it in for 10 minutes, and then you're gonna turn it, pull it out, 10 minutes. So about 40 minutes of a drying process. Or you could simply take your paper, pulp, or your homemade paper, put a nice dry towel on top of it, get an iron, like a clothing iron, I just don't have one, and simply iron the piece of paper to get it nice and flat. So when we come back, I will show you my finished product. Another thing is if you don't have a parent or guardian to turn on your oven, or you don't have a clothing iron, then you can simply take your pulp and your sheet tray and stick it in a nice hot sun for 24 hours, and that will help it dry. So, choice is up to you. So, what I want you to do is make at least two pieces of paper this way. So yeah, I will be back with showing you my final product. So good luck and be resourceful.